Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about how you can get a work visa for the UK for an IT role. So if you're in information technology, maybe web development or an area like that, how you can secure a work visa for the UK. Now I'm going to go through the eligible roles, and I've just completed a course program in which you can log on. You just click on the link below to access the latest IT roles so that you can get the very latest roles and apply to sponsors who will be able to take you on for IT roles for a work visa. We also cover other areas, but on this video I'm focusing on IT. So which roles can be sponsored? Let's just go through them. Now the IT roles are divided up between different qualification levels. Now there are none that require a PhD, but most of them fall within this level, which is that they require a bachelor's degree. Not all of them, and I'll come to the exception in a minute. But the list is here. There's 8 of them, as you can see, and the first seven require that you have a degree. The ones in red here that are underlined are falling within the shortage occupation list, which basically means that if you get a job offer from a sponsor for one of these roles, then they don't need to advertise that role locally. Now the others, like IT specialist managers and program managers, those roles are eligible, but they need to first be advertised, so that if there's a British worker who can fill the role and matches you exactly hypothetically or is better than you, then that person would need to be taken on. But the others, which are really interesting, I'll come to them in a minute, are actually very broad and do not require that advertising process. So if someone wants to take you on and they advertise, and we show you the advert through the course, you access the latest sponsored roles, then you can just go ahead and apply. If they take you on, that's it. They do not need to advertise. So what we've done is divided up the latest roles between shortage occupation roles and ones that are not shortage occupation. So let's have a look at which roles are eligible. So there's 8 of them. We'll start with IT technical directors, but the one I'm particularly interested in is just coming up to web design and development professionals, because I know there's a number of people interested in that. So the IT and technical directors, it requires a bachelor's degree. The minimum salary requirement that you've got to be offered is 41,000. That's the highest actually in this group, and 54,000 for an experienced worker. Let me just explain the difference between experienced worker and new entrant. So these are basically the minimum salaries that you need to be paid for in order for the role to be eligible for a work visa. It must meet a minimum salary level, and that which minimum applies depends on whether you're deemed to be a new entrant or an experienced worker. I've just got a slide that I'll show you on this. So a new entrant, most new entrants are people who are simply under 26 years old. So if you're at university, then you're likely to be a new entrant, and there are the other points here. So either you're under 26 or not. If you're over that, you're deemed to be an experienced worker. So let's just go back to the slides. So just back to this IT technical director. So the example titles are IT director, technical director, or telecommunications director. So really this is very senior roles, and you can see some of the job responsibilities which are listed here. I'm less interested in this. There's full details of this in the course. Again, just see the link below where you can get the latest sponsored roles as well and apply. Programmers and software development professionals, this is a bit broader, and you can see here that the minimum salary is a bit lower at 25,000 or 32,000 if you're experienced. And the example job titles are analyst, programmer, database developer, games programmer, or programmer, software engineer. I think software engineer is quite common. We've certainly assisted a number of software engineers in my practice. And the example job tasks are developing UIs, undertaking feasibility softwares, writing code, and that sort of thing. So that is an eligible role and is on the shortage occupation list. So if you find a role, again through my course program, you can apply, and if you get that role, you can simply qualify and be taken on with a work visa without any advertising process being needed. So here we are. The slide that I'm most interested in is web design and development professionals. You need a bachelor's degree. You see the minimum is even lower here, 19,500 or 25,700 if you're experienced. But look at the related job titles, purely examples here. Web designer, web design consultant, multimedia developer, or internet developer. So these are, here's the example job titles. The typical tasks in such jobs so that you design web pages, develop websites and applications, secure websites, write and publish content, activate websites to go live, and presenting design options to clients. So that's an area that many of you may be familiar with, and if you have that qualification at a degree level, then you can apply. Let's go to the next slide. Now, IT business analysts, architects, and system designers, again, a higher minimum salary is required, and you'll see in the roles that are listed within the course that they are matched. The only roles that appear are ones that actually meet the minimum salary requirements. So all of those are eligible roles. So you don't waste your time with too much searching or uncertainty. And now IT specialist managers is the next one. 27,000 is the minimum salary for a new entrant, or 42,000 for an experienced worker. And the related job titles are IT manager, IT support manager, data center manager. So that's quite broad, but again, it's not shortage occupation. So there would need to be an advertising process. So it's of less interest, but nevertheless, we have the latest roles within that category within the course. Then we have IT project and program managers. Let's go back to the slides. And other IT professionals. Now, other IT professionals is quite broad. Look at the examples here. IT consultant, quality analyst, software tester, systems tester. But within that falls cybersecurity specialist, and this is on the shortage occupation list. And last but not least, again, a role that would need to be advertised is IT operations technicians. And if you look, this is network administrator, computer games tester, still heavily software related rather than hardware. And then now we come to the excluded roles. So which roles do not count? Basically, if they're not on the list, then they're not eligible. But there are specific ones that are highlighted. And I pointed that difference between the hardware and software. If you look at this one, IT engineers, which again does not qualify for a work visa, the related titles are computer repairer, computer service engineer, and hardware engineer and maintenance engineer. So that software hardware distinction is pretty clear there. And then IT user support technicians, again, does not qualify. And the sort of job titles there are customer support analyst, help desk operator, that's a big one, IT support technician, and systems support officer. So those don't qualify. So as I say, the advantage of becoming a student on the course and taking the program is you get access to the latest sponsored roles within the shortage occupation list and other eligible roles, and you don't have to waste your time with non-qualifying roles, and they're all at the relevant qualifying salary criteria. So as I say, if you want to check that out, don't hesitate to just click on the link below and sign up. I hope you found this video helpful and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.